Did you know that there are 5 simple things that you can easily change that are making you miserable and making your investment returns suffer? What's up, guys? It's Jeff. Today I'm talking about the 5 rules that will completely change your life and dramatically improve your investment performance. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and make sure to hit the notification bell. I put a lot of effort into these videos, and all I ask in return is for you to sit back, relax, and smash that like button. It really does help the YouTube algorithm, and I really appreciate it. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, just a summary of my thoughts. I'm sure you've experienced this recently, where a buddy of yours was telling you about how much money he made on a stock. It's probably created a little bit of jealousy and maybe some FOMO, so you went out and bought the stock just to have it fall by 10% over the next few days. Well, if this ever happened to you, then you're definitely not alone, and it's been happening a lot over the past few months. Now, the next 5 rules will not only help you lead a happier life, but will also have a dramatic impact on your investment performance. So let's get right into it. Number 1, let it go. Don't let mistakes from your past affect your present. Be kind to yourself, because no matter how bad yesterday was, there's always a better tomorrow. Now, this is also true in investing. Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes, I guarantee it. The key is to learn from your mistakes, but don't dwell on them and don't let them cloud your judgment. Number 2, ignore others. Don't listen to the crowd. Follow your own inner voice. It's the only one that matters. Avoid FOMO at all costs. Stick to what you believe in and tune out the noise. Now, listening blindly to advice doesn't make sense because something that might work for one person may not work for you. You need to take into consideration your own time horizon and risk tolerance. If you followed the crowd recently, you've probably gotten burned. Number 3, give it time. Time really does heal all wounds. What might seem like a big deal today is something that you likely won't even remember down the road. Everything in life passes, so just give it some time and you'll recover. Now, the same thing holds true in the stock market. Just because the stock you bought hasn't gone up yet doesn't mean it's a bad investment. Look at Tesla. It did almost nothing for 5 years and then went from $200 to $1,000. Those who were patient were handsomely rewarded. Now, one concept from investing that I want to introduce you to, if you don't already know it, is called time horizon arbitrage, which is just a fancy way of saying give it some time and be patient. Now, here's why it works. Institutional investors, like hedge funds and other active money managers, need to show gains on a quarterly and sometimes even monthly basis, or risk redemptions, which is just their investors asking for their money back. Now, you don't have that pressure, so use it to your advantage by having a long-term focus and avoid trading in and out of positions. Number 4, don't compare yourself to others. You should only compare who you are today to who you were yesterday. Don't look at other people's success and feel inferior, and don't look at their failures and feel superior. Everyone is on their own journey in life, and comparisons just don't make any sense. They're just irrelevant and totally meaningless. You might just be starting out in investing, so why would you compare yourself to someone who's been at it for 10 or 20 years? So don't be down on yourself for having a smaller portfolio than someone else. You should be proud that you've made the decision to start and to learn as much as you can. And if you follow these rules in due time, you'll be right where you want to be. Number 5, stay calm. Don't panic, you'll figure it out in time. And when you panic, your body secretes a stress hormone known as cortisol. Now, this controls parts of your brain and affects your mood, motivation, and fear. Now, it's human to panic, but just know that it's a temporary state and don't make any decisions while you're under the influence of cortisol. Because not only does it impact you physically, but it also activates your fight or flight response, so you'll very likely make poor decisions. Now, just understanding this is hugely important. Knowing is half the battle, but the other half is just pushing that pause button and taking a breather to reassess things, just like there are market breakers in the stock market for the exact same reason. Now, the best advice I can give you for investing is to chart a course and then stay the course. Don't panic based on the market's inevitable gyrations. If the market goes up, you're not a genius, and if it goes down, it doesn't mean you're wrong. The market always heals. Look back over the past 20 years. We've gone through some really serious stuff, and the market always eventually recovers and hits new highs. So you're never as good as you think, but you're also never as bad as you think. So stay the course, but stay humble. Now, this last point is especially important to remember as an investor, and it's certainly relevant right now in June of 2020, given where things are at in the stock market. So here's what I would say. Don't panic. We're going through a natural correction because the market got way ahead of itself. Now, the market could go down another 10 or 20%, or it could just as easily go up 10 or 20%. Nobody knows. What I can tell you for sure is that this correction is perfectly normal, and it's just a natural mechanism in the stock market for getting rid of the weak hands. Now, if you're panicking right now, let me know in the comments below. List your top 3 reasons to sell and your top 3 reasons not to sell. And here's what I'm doing. So I've been trimming some big winners over the past few weeks. So I have some cash on the sidelines, and I've been expecting some form of a pullback or correction. So I'm using this opportunity to continue to dollar cost average into my favorite stocks. Now, I'm not trying to time the market. I just continue to put small amounts of money to work consistently. And I'm sticking with my winners. They're high quality companies in really strong parts of the market with long-term growth potential. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you did, please make sure to like the video. And as always, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have an awesome day.